All right, bros. Let's check this out.
Jess.
Hey,
Hi. What's your name, baby?
my name's Jessica,
Jessica, where you calling me from?
Mobile, Alabama.
All new Kendra G singles dating app. It's available now on iPhones. And what you do for a living?
I'm actually a principal at a school.
Principal. Okay. You have any children?
I do have one. She's 7.
Okay. Have you ever been married?
I have not.
Okay. And so we got Jessica. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. So we got Jessica, Mobile, Alabama, 30, Sagittarius, principal, mom to a 7-year-old.
Yes,
Never
ma'am.
married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I need somebody.
Wow, 30 and already a principal. That's career-wise, that's pretty impressive. But another baby mama, single mother.
That's going to provide, that is well rounded, and everything around the house. I don't want to have to call nobody if I got a leak, if I need my yard fixed. I just need somebody well rounded and providing in all things, and that's a follower of Jesus Christ as well.
Okay.
Hmm. Asking for a provider and a single mother that's a single mother that's asking for a follower of Jesus Christ. This is a thing where women make religion really unappetizing. She's starting to sound more like a hot mess. More like a hot mess. A single mother asking for a provider. Okay. This is a thing where women gotta understand is like it gets ridiculous. You all want the same man. You all want the same man, and you really don't have the qualifications for
Um, what's your deal breakers?
Oh, I can't take no mama boys.
No mama boys?
Mm-mm. No Trump supporters, and
Yeah, the liberals, liberal men are the beacon, are the poster child of providers. Liberal men are the poster child of providers. That makes sense. This is absolutely ridiculous. Feminist men, liberal men, Democrats. I mean, I don't think. I mean, now I don't know what side of the aisle you guys are on, but on average, I don't really think Democrats are the most common providers out there. So, yeah.
mm, that's all I can think of at the moment.
Okay. Um, should he look a certain way?
I feel like I'm over the stage of the way that people look. I'm kind of gearing towards. I like them a little ugly now, just
You
just a
like them look
tad bit,
ugly?
a little ugly. I don't need everybody looking at them.
They call that medium ugly.
Medium ugly. That's it.
They call it medium ugly. Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Yes, I need at minimum 6 figures.
So minimum 100K in Mobile, Alabama. That's like a millionaire, right?
Mm-hmm.
6 figures. So if he made 75K, you couldn't mess with him.
No,
Woo.
I provide a pretty luxurious lifestyle for myself and my child. So anybody coming in matching or below me, it's just not gonna work.
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay.
But if he had 75, that would be 75K in addition to what you already have. So wouldn't that be an
That's the thing, right? Let's talk about that. Women don't care about addition. Why? Why do not women not care? Why is like what? It makes sense. If let's hypothetically she makes 100K, which I mean I guess principals make that. I don't know. I don't really know the earnings of principals, but let's say that she makes 100K. It doesn't seem bad if like he makes 75. Now you have a household of 175. It doesn't seem bad. Why? Why would she not be? Why would a lot of women be against that? Why? because they don't want their money to now be the determining factors of their lifestyle. Now they want to take away the adult responsibilities. So their money is not providing their lifestyle. They deem that if a man is useful, he's taking up the responsibilities. So if, let's say, combined, it's 175K combined. What a lot of women, right, these modern crazy ass women are thinking now, no, he needs to make 175K to cover for the whole family now, just on his dime. Why? Because women don't want to contribute financially. They don't. They don't want this partnership. They don't want to be like, they want this. That's why she said provider man. He has to take care of himself as well as her and her child, a child from another man. That is the insanity of a lot of women. And that is why her being a principal, her having money, her having any kind of accomplishments means nothing. This is why, like, I've said this. Yeah, men would love a boss chick. Men would love women that, you know what, are like, have motivation, have accomplishments, have money. Men would love it. Why? Because men would honestly think like, oh, let's combine assets. We make more money together. Or let's, you're not a leech. You're not leeching off of me. But men live in reality. Okay? Not, men live not on should, or, not like what they want. Right? They live in reality. What is. Okay? And what is that you get women like this, that, you know what? No, I'm not contributing. You are doing everything. You are doing everything. So men say, hell with it then. I don't give a shit about your money. Your money means nothing. Because honestly, at the end of the day, I still have to provide, pay for dates, take care of the bills, take care of your kid that's from another man. So, since I have to have all this pressure monetarily, guess what? I may be the head of the household. I'm taking control. Some men be abusive financially. Some men are controlling. This is the thing where women don't understand. You supposedly giving men power, and to a lot of men, it will corrupt, right? I'm a strong believer. Power corrupts absolutely. For most of the time, most people can't handle absolute power. So absolute power will corrupt. Even good men, when you give them absolute power, and like the financial power of the family, it's going to corrupt them. Where he believes that if I'm contributing such a high degree, and this is the thing, we live in a world where money is everything. I'm sorry, the love, the all this shit is nice and all, but money tops every fucking shit. You can't do nothing without money. You can't raise a child without money. You can't provide for a child without money. You can't live without money. So, as great as people want to put mothers as, it don't matter. It don't matter at the end of the day. It's a plus. It's an added thing. It's important. But at the end of the day, it's money. So providing is number one. It is everything. So that's why, in my honest opinion, men that provides has and should have absolute power. But this is the thing. Most women can't handle that. Most men can't handle it as well. Most women can't handle being controlled absolutely. Most men can't handle having the power to control absolutely. So this is why we get so many of these fucking problems that, you know what, that women of the past cannot handle now, right? And women like this, honestly, they can't handle the type of men they're asking for.
Increase? Or you're saying you want to meet a man and you don't want to pay no more bills ever again?
The latter. Meet a man, I ain't trying to pay no more.
Was that the dynamic you have with your son's father?
No. I don't feel like that doesn't count though.
How does it not count? You have a whole child by that man.
It doesn't count. It
Well,
don't
let me
count.
say this. Okay, let me say
Okay.
this to you. Maybe
It doesn't count that you gave a man that doesn't meet your standards the most precious thing you can give to a man. It doesn't count. This is the thing. Women give children, they give babies, they give their bodies to men that don't meet their standards. Men that meet their standards, what do they give those men? Use box. They give those men baby mama like they already baby mamas. They give those men higher expectations. Like more attitude, more jadedness, more annoyance, more chaos. Good men constantly get the used product of the dating market. They get used up women of the dating market. Bad men, they get women in their prime. Yo, renegade, what's up, bro? Bad men that don't meet women's standards, get women at their prime. What is it? Her kid is 7. She's 30. So the man that don't meet her standards got her in her youth. Got her when she was in her prime. Now that she's later, I mean, I want to say past her prime, but later in her prime, and now already a single mom, more jaded, higher expectations. Now the man that's supposedly at her standards, that's what he's gonna get. Absolutely ridiculous.
Maybe to you it doesn't count, but it will count to men. Okay. So I think women, you got to understand the male's perspective. So what you're telling me is and not saying that it's not going to happen, but here's the ask. If a man doesn't make more than you, he's out, right? So if there's a man that doesn't make 6 figures, you won't even give him an opportunity, period. Now, but you had a whole child by a man who didn't make 6 figures, and now you want a 6-figure man to take care of you and your child. So you got to understand the male's mind and how he may say, well, how is that fair? Like, I have to take care of you and your kid, and
Women will never. Please listen. This is a thing where why does this guy talk so much about women? Why? It's because, you know what? I was in a state where I knew nothing. I thought thanks to the Disney movies, thanks to entertainment, TV shit, I thought I knew about women, but I didn't. Okay, so that's why shit like this is so important. That's why shit like this is important. Because here's how you gotta understand. Women will never care what is fair for men. Women will never care what is fair for men. Now, I'm not saying that they want men to be at such a terrible spot enough. No, but in all honesty, women are not putting any thought into what is fair for you. They care what is fair for them. They care what is fair for them. They care if they benefit. They do not care. They do not care whether let's say this. Maybe I'm giving them a little bit more grace. It's either they do not care or they don't even put a single thought in it. What is fair for a man? They don't. Women either don't care or don't even put a single thought into what is fair for a man. That is why what's so important for men, good men, is self-respect. Because at the end of the day, you as good men must fight for what's fair for you. You must determine what is fair for you, what is right for you. Because women won't give a shit. Women will not think what is fair for you. They will think what benefits them. So at the end of the day, we as men must control our own actions. So we must determine what will be fair for us.
I make this amount of money, which I had to work to make this amount of money. That doesn't matter to you?
I don't feel like I'm asking somebody on the first date to bring a W-2 to the table. So I wouldn't
No,
say
you're
like
not, but you're just telling me right now, if a man didn't make six figures, don't even reach out to you. So at the door, you're not giving a man a shot if he doesn't.
That's the counteracting. She just said, you don't make six figure, don't even talk to me. So to be honest, at the door, she's telling him to bring a W-2. That's the hypocrisy. That's how women don't even think. They don't think. Because in actuality, she said, I'm not even saying at the first date to bring a W-2. Bitch, you actually did. When you said, if you don't make six figures, don't contact me.
Make more than 100K. And I think, and I'm not saying that you won't get this man, but you already X'd out men who basically your baby daddy couldn't even meet those requirements and he got a baby out of you.
Right. We live and learn, but I see what you're saying.
Ooch.
Do you learn? Did you learn? And here's the thing where, as great as women want to say you live and learn, that doesn't mean you won't suffer from consequences. That doesn't mean that, you know, there will be consequences to your actions. There are consequences now that, you know what, you are less attractive to the caliber of men you want.
Child, you the principal too. Let's keep going. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
I'm in my jammies because it's nighttime.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Nothing even special. This is the thing. Nothing even special of the body. Really, nothing. Face average, body, like her face, a 5 at best. Her body, a 5 at best. This is the problem with modern day women. Almost every single woman think 100K, six figures, is average. Almost every single woman thinks a man that makes six figure is average. This is why I want to say to my brothers, if you make six figures, bro, you are above average. Have that confidence. I don't make six figures. So bro, you are better than me. I'm telling you this. Have the confidence. You make six figures, bro, you are amazing. Please know that. Because here's the thing where women need to wake up from. Most men, do not make six figures. Most men do not make six figures. Most men won't make six figures most of their life, or if ever. So that's stats. That's reality for most men. And yet, most women think six figures average. Most women think six figures average. This is why they will be suffering. When average women think the average man makes six figures. No. It is such a small percent of men. That's why, like I said, if you guys make six figures, be proud of yourself. Have the self-esteem that goes along with it. That you guys are rare. Plain and simple.
Jessica, what's the age range you would date? You're 30.
Yo, you know what? Bro, apocalypse. If you said I probably never will be, but it means nothing to me. If you're talking about six figures, bro, this is a thing. How much money you make should not be a determined factor of how much of a man you are. No. It is how you hold down shit. Okay? There is ways for you how you spend money. You still can take care of shit, still can hold down things. Being a good, responsible man is different than being a rich man. That's the thing where I don't equate that. Okay, I don't equate. Oh, I'm a six-figure man. You're so much amazing. No, but I do say that you are a rare man and you should be proud of it. But here's the thing: I don't make six figures and I hold down my shit. I've never needed a woman to take care of me, and pretty much all the women I've dated, um, I've never had a woman pay for a date for me. All the women I've dated in a relationship with, I've provided for. I've taken care of. I take care of my shit. I don't need to make six figures. Yo, Suave. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the donation. Love you, bro. I want to say, men. It's not about how you spend. It's not how much money you spend or how much money you have. It's how you go about things. Okay, it's how you go about life. So don't let that put you down. All right, but yo, Suave D, thank you, brother.
I would have to say 35 to 55.
Okay. 35 to 55. Could he have kids already?
I prefer not, but one at max.
One at max? Boy, you prefer a man with no kids too?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get this straight. He got to make 100K, provide for you and your 7-year-olds, and he should also not have kids.
Correct.
Even to another woman's ears. Even to another woman's ears, she can hear the delusion. She can hear the delusion. Provide for her and her kid and himself, and he shouldn't have kids. What does he get? A woman that has a kid that's more expectant, more jaded, more chaotic, more annoying, looks average at best, face, body, nothing special. He needs to make 100K, most likely over 100K, to provide for 3 people. And hell, he most likely want kids if he doesn't have any. So he has to also provide for future kids. That's why a lot of men are done with Western women. It is not a good investment. Absolute insane. Absolute. Remember what I said. Women do not care if it's fair for you. They do not care if a relationship, if dealing with them is going to be fair for you. They don't. Hell, I can tell you this. They don't even care if you're happy in it. They care if they're happy, if it's fair for them, if it benefits them. Now, if you're happy, great. But they're not even thinking about it. They're not even worried about it, if it's fair or if you're happy.
Why would that man do that?
I just feel like the person that's for me is going to provide for me and my child, and it's going to be about us as a unit and not anything outside of that.
No, it's going to be you and your child. It's going to be all about you and your child. The selfishness.
Well, yeah, that was the child's father's job to do that. That was the deal you're supposed to make with him. So now you're asking a man who never had a kid to make that deal with you, and you're saying if he had a kid, you wouldn't even do in return.
Preference wise, I wouldn't want nobody that had a child. I mean, if they got a child, okay. But preference wise, perfect, ideal, I wouldn't want nobody that had a child.
Can you explain to me why you don't want a man with a child?
I feel like that would come with too much drama.
So you wouldn't date yourself?
No.
I bet you. Most women that are in the dating market right now, I bet you they would not date themselves. They would not. Let me say this. Personal opinion. If I look better, right? If I look better, personality-wise, I think I would date myself. What I gotta say? Personality-wise, I think I would date myself. I'm very loving. I'm giving. I take care of my... Personality-wise, I know I'm not a looker, okay? So I know that, you know what, I wouldn't date myself because I'm not good looking, right? I don't think I'm, beautiful, right? But personality-wise, I think I would. Here's the thing with most women. They wouldn't. They wouldn't date themselves. They have no qualities that they find attractive. Yo, Mr. Smith, my brother. Thank you for stopping by, bro. Most women find themselves annoying. But here's the thing. They don't care about you. So they don't care what you're getting. Right? They don't care. I mean, come on. I mean, parasocial. You know what? That's what I'm saying. I'm a chubby guy, so I'm not necessarily crying. Right? I'm not necessarily clamoring to date me. But personality-wise, I think I would date myself. I don't have the looks that I would want to date myself. But to be honest, I don't have feminine looks, so I'm not crazy how,
Well, at least there you have it. I don't have it. At least
there isn't. Mrs. Smith said, there is really, what about her? It's this is why I say women don't care what is fair for a man. They don't care if a man's happy or not. Women think, this is the thing, women think because they have holes for men to play with, that is good enough. But to be honest, she is asking for an above average man. Childless, makes us 6 figures, probably loving all the shit, right? To deal with her average ass, annoying, chaotic self.
she's aware. She doesn't want her. Opposite of her. She would not date herself. So if there's a man that's willing to date her, even though she wouldn't date herself, she wants you to date her. Do you understand how that sounds, Jessica?
Mm-hmm.
How does that sound to you? Like literally, let's have girl talk. Let's have girl talk. Help me understand how that makes sense to you. If you literally wouldn't make the deal you're asking another person to make, how does that make sense?
If you're asking ideally what I want, it's just what I want. And if I can't get what I want, then I'll just be by
I
myself.
understand that, but still help me answer this question directly.
She said, right? That's what she wants. Ideally, that's what she wants. If she can't have it, she'd rather be by herself. Then be by yourself. Please. Because here's the thing. I've said this before. And I will stay on this platform. I think Western women like this, please get out of the dating market. Please. You are wasting men's time. And honestly, here's the thing. Honestly, you are poisoning men. Because I think if women like this jump out of the dating market, red pill is gone. Maybe my crazy thought. I think if women like this get out of the dating market, red pill is gone. Red pill is gone. It is the only women that are in the dating market are the most sane ones, the most loving ones, maybe the most submissive ones, maybe the most attractive, maybe the ones that, are, down to earth, not highly expectant, not used up, not baby mamas of so many men, right? Women like this. I think those women get out of the dating market or the women that are opposite, whatever, get out of the dating market and leave the, honestly, the more down to earth, the more attractive, the more reasonable ones that are in the dating market or shining through the dating market. I think red pill would be done. Right? I think men's content would be done. It would be done. Because here's the thing. Men would not be so flippant about shit like that. Because here's the thing. A woman like this is why my channel exists. The insanity, the delusions, the hypocrisies. That is why men's content exists.
Exactly. How does it make sense to ask a man to accept something that you would not accept yourself?
It's just what I want. I mean, I don't have no other answer for you.
No, you're a principal. You are educated. You don't get to a principal about being educated.
Don't get me started in education. Don't get me started in education. We just had a report, right? Government, the U.S. government just had a report. 70% of children are not doing well in school. 70% nationwide. She's the D. I mean, could be 30. She's 30 and is a principal. She could be a DI hire. But this is the thing: 70% of children are failing, are doing horribly in school. 70%. And this is a principal who is delusional and idiotic.
That's a simple, basic answer. I want you to use your thought process right now and really answer this. We're not going to glide over this because you're intelligent. You don't become a principal without being intelligent. I'm really am trying to understand your mind. It can't just be that's what I want. How do you expect somebody to accept something that you would not accept?
Just because I am in the predicament that I am in right now, where I have a child, where the father has not done what they're supposed to do, allegedly, then that doesn't mean that I can't aspire to have the perfect fairy tale life. I'm still seeking it.
So you want to live in fairy tale? Okay, that's fine. So before I even get to the fairy tale, you don't think that it's unfair to require a man to take care of your child when if he had a kid, you wouldn't be willing to love on their child?
I'm not saying that I wouldn't be willing to love on their child.
But you said that you
Preference-wise,
prefer a man with no kids.
Correct.
So you want to have more kids?
I do.
Okay, okay. Now back to fairy tale. So if this man never comes along, you're fine with
she's a psychopath.
You and your child for the rest of your life.
I am.
Okay. Did I ask you your?
I think that's a lie. At 30, she will still be ran through. I think she will still continue to be getting sex or getting on dates and being used. This is a thing where I really want women to understand. If you are like this, get out of the fucking dating market. Stop it. Make your money, raise your kid, get out of the dating market. Do not deal with men anymore. Because one, you are too just, you're terrible for the good men. And on the flip side, you are perfect to be used by the bad men. And in my personal opinion, why you want to go through that? Because honestly, as you get used more and more by the bad men, by the men that, you know what, sees you as a game, that they will have sex with. Maybe they meet these qualities. They have no kids, they make six figures, they bring you on dates, have sex with you, maybe get in a short-term relationship with you and leave you, cheat on you, and then, they put more trauma onto you. Is that worth it? So it's like, it's either you being traumatized by the bad men and just ignored by the good men. Then you might as well you might as well really stay out of the dating market.
Last relationship?
No, you didn't.
When was your last relationship, honey?
2 years ago.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
2 years ago.
All right. So are you on a celibacy journey?
I am.
Until when?
Until my husband.
Woo! Okay.
So no sex until marriage, huh? Keep it. I hope you stay like that. I hope you stay like that. We don't need you to become more, be baby mom to more men. So stay like that.
Just what I thought. Just what I thought. Just okay. Here we go. So we have to make 100K. That's our preference. If he makes less, don't even reach out. Prefers a man with no kids. And he will not have sex with you until your wedding night.
Correct.
I don't think I even did this in 2025. Here's your man, Jessica. Here is him. This is the only man on the planet that is going to sign up for that deal. You got the first paper man of 2025.
I'll take it. I mean, ain't none of the like it.
You're going to have to take it. Give me the address because this is the closest you're going to get to the man you just told me about.
Oh, man.
Give me, I can email it. I'll scan it in the email. Invite me to the wedding.
I'll be waiting on the email.
Listen, I pray. I'm not saying, no, I am saying, if you meet a good man that's willing to love on your child, not a bum, I'm not talking about a bum.
This is what I want and hope that my channel can do. I mean, I'm not big or anything. I hope, I pray that good men don't settle. Good men don't settle. I really pray. I really pray that good men won't settle. But there are stupid good men. Okay? Being a good man doesn't mean that you're an intelligent man, right? Being a good man does not mean that you will be an intelligent man. You know, a lot of times good men, they sacrifice their own happiness or perceived notion of happiness, right? This is a thing where, I'm sorry, this is a curse for good men, right? This will be such a shitty thing for good men.
No bums. But a man that's willing to love on you and your child, and let's just say he don't make 100K, let's say he has a child himself, you should give that man a chance. Because I think you'll be waiting on this man to the end of time. I don't think the man you told me is end of time.
Until then, email me him right there.
Okay, well, there's one more question.
Okay.
Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I am everything that a man wants, but they've just got to come correct.
Well, okay, you got to tell us what are the everythings a man wants?
I cook, I clean, I am a natural nurturer. It's just a one-stop shop. You don't have to go to Wells.
Okay.
Most women have the motherly instinct, so nurture. Okay, cooking and cleaning, yeah, really nothing special. It's like, it's, you know what, this is really funny to me. Women think does she? I mean, who knows, right? Women think that if they cook and clean, they're the only woman in the world that does that. They're the only woman in the world that does that. It's like, seriously?
Some paid questions. Do you want the paid questions? Oh, wait, I skipped over some things. What are 3 flaws?
Mr. Smith, I 100% agree. A lot of good men lack self-love and will sell themselves short. 100%. 100%. This is a thing. where I honestly believe why men's content is so important. Men's content is so important because good men consistently settle, believe that they deserve less, have no self-respect, have no self-love. They don't. It breaks my heart. It really does.
You have to work on.
Oh, being too independent.
You know what an independent is, women? She would treat you like she don't need you. Attitude. Independent women, I know that shit.
What else? No, you put me on the spot with that one.
You never thought about your 3 flaws?
No.
You're a principal?
Yes.
Like you're responsible for children.
Yes. I got too much other stuff to be worried about than to be worried about my flaws. I'm gonna take it one step at a time in therapy.
Do you not know what? This is a thing where women that have no self-reflection, don't know themselves, adds to why they don't give a shit if it's fair for men or not. Absolute 7. Thank you for stopping by, bro.
And right
you're
now
in therapy.
I am. And right now we working on the one that I just said. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the paid questions. Here we go. I'm not gonna read them all, so stop sending money. Wait. Someone said her baby just asked for something to drink, and she didn't acknowledge her kid.
She got a Stanley sitting right next to her. She fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. You have a daughter. I said son earlier. Okay.
It's okay.
Delusion is an all-time high, and baby, you not fine enough to be this picky. Good night.
Good night.
She definitely ain't.
Divine Photos, where has living in La La Land gotten you? No man with any common sense is taking this deal. Know the difference between abstinence and celibate. You are abstinent. This one said, delusional AF. Have you ever dated the man of her dreams? Fairy tale. Have you ever dated the man you described?
I have.
What happened with him?
I wasn't ready.
You met a man. Okay, he made 6 figures.
Mm-hmm.
He had no kids.
Correct.
He wanted to be with you and not have sex until marriage.
Correct.
When did you meet this man?
That was about 4 years ago.
You said you've been abstinent for 2 years.
Right.
So 4 years ago you wasn't abstinent.
Right.
So why did you say yes when I said he would be willing to be for sex? That wasn't your rule then.
That wasn't the same person. You in my business. The math ain't mathing.
No, your math's not mathing. You told me.
I know. I just said you in my business. Next question.
I'm in your business because we're trying to. Listen, the truth is easy to tell. So you said that you met this man, and your 3 requirements was make at least 6 figures, no kids, and no sex until you get married. We said, have you ever met this man? You said yes. You said 4 years ago, but you only been celibate for 2 years. So that 3rd requirement wasn't even there 4 years ago, according to what you told us.
Correct, because the person that I was 4 years ago and the person that I was 2 years ago are not the same one.
Right. So therefore, the answer is you never met a man that was willing to do all 3. If you're going back to that man,
I never had sex with that man.
How long did you date that man?
For about a year and a half.
So you dated a man for a year?
You dated that man for a year and a half. Either that man was playing the long game. That man was actually not that great of a man. Or he was a good man and was an absolute utter fool. Had no self-respect, had no self-love. To date a woman to be... It's really unbelievable.
and a half and never had sex with him.
Correct.
Why did you date him for a year? So, okay, you didn't have sex because you didn't like him?
I wouldn't say it wasn't because I didn't like him. I was just trying to see what else was there besides a physical connection.
Okay, but here's the deal. 4 years ago, you didn't have sex with him, but you had sex with somebody else because you said your celibacy just began 2 years ago. So
Right.
as you was dating him, you was sleeping with somebody else?
Correct, because it's called dating. We weren't in a relationship.
What a fucking. So the man that met your standards, you didn't have sex. You didn't have sex with him. But other men that you, I swear to God.
Yeah, because you didn't like him. This is what it comes down to. So the man that he was, I don't know what he lacked, but he made 6 figures. Right? You're telling you.
Right.
I'm going for what you told me.
I thought you were going down the list. Okay.
No, he made 6 figures. You're saying yes, and he had no
Correct.
kids.
Correct.
And while he was dating you for a year and a half, you were sleeping with another person.
Yes.
So the person you were sleeping with, did he not make 6 figures?
That's irrelevant.
No, it's not. Because the point of the matter is, we're about to prove that you will have sex with a man that doesn't make 6 figures. You will have a baby by a man who doesn't make 6 figures. But now you got these other requirements of a man that
Yo, shit. What the? Like this is the shit right here. This is why we need the fucking Godfather. This is what, you know what? This shit right here, shit like this right here, this will break people. Even Kendra, a woman, is seeing the insanity of women. That shit right there. That shit right there. I swear to God, that should break the internet. To see the insanity of women. Women seeing the insanity of women. This is what men have to deal with. Men have to deal with this on a daily in the dating market. She will lead you on a good man that meets her fucking standards, while the men that don't meet her fucking standards, she give her body to. She give kids to. This is bullshit. OZ, thank you for stopping by, bro. Yeah. Let's see. I'll put the link to this video in the description. I'll put the link to this video in the description. You like to record it for your desktop. Yeah, I'll put the link to this exact video in the description, but it's on Kendra's page, right? You know, this is the title of the page, so not hard, but this shit is unbelievable.
That you've never met. So that guy must have didn't make 6 figures that you were sleeping with while the 6-figure guy was dating you.
But it's called dating. You can't talk to most people while you're dating.
But I want you to understand, the first of the question is this: you lied. You never met a man that had all those 3 that wanted to be with you. So that's a lie.
How is that a lie?
Because you haven't described. You just said this man you was dating. Of course, he had 6 figures, whatever. But you didn't like that guy because you were sleeping with somebody else. So if this guy had all these things that you had, you didn't like him, so you didn't want to have sex with him. So you went to have sex with a guy who did not make 6 figures.
Okay.
Or tell me if I'm wrong. Did the guy you were sleeping with?
You are wrong. I feel like two
things. So the
things.
guy that you were sleeping with made 6 figures. Made 6 figures.
2 things can be true at the same time.
Well, you just help me. You know, the guy that you were sleeping with while you was dating the guy who said that had all this stuff, did he make 6 figures?
Yes.
No, she's lying. She's lying.
I want to be with him.
She's lying.
And more than one thing can be done.
How come the first time you said it was irrelevant? Why'd you say it was irrelevant?
Because you said asking me the same question.
No, I wasn't. I was asking about the guy that was able to have sex with you while the other guy who dated you for a year and a half couldn't.
Personal preference.
Oh, the guy that had sex with her was the Pookie. He either looked good or talked good or both. He probably looked good and talked good. While the guy who made 6 figures and had no kid was probably not that good looking, probably not that charismatic. This is the thing. The internet will always disprove women's ideology.
What's the address?
Send it over, Kendra.
What is the address, girl? Listen, if you got a lot of paid questions, I can't get to all these paid questions, people, but Sam Major said, childish, delusional, selfish. You don't get better than your child's father.
He paid $10 to send that? That's crazy.
If one of your students struck a teacher and you asked the student why he did it, would you accept "I don't know" for an answer?
If one of your students. Say that again.
I think it's a riddle. If one of your students struck a teacher and you asked the student why he did it, would you accept "I don't know" for an answer?
It depends. Does the child have needs?
I don't know. Mr. Patrick said, "This mindset is insane to me. They should call her just hilarious because I'm cracking up at the delusion." I think, let me see. Oh, wait, this one says, no. All right, I think we're done with the questions. Why
Okay.
we did the why would a guy be lucky to be with you? Are you on the dating app, Jess?
I am not. My friend actually put me up to come onto your show. I didn't know you had an app.
Well, you should cut your friend out after that. She set you up. She set you up. And she set you up. And she set you up. But Jess, you're gonna be a highlight. So I mean, you.
You know, I love this episode. Exactly. This episode shows you exactly why men are fed up with the dating market. This episode shows you why Passport Bros was even created. There was even a movement. This shit is unbelievable. Shit like this is unbelievable. I don't know. What do you guys think?